Sahih al-Bukhari 111 narrated as Shubai, Abu Yahya said, I asked Ali, have you got any book which has been revealed to the Prophet, apart from the Quran? Ali replied, no, except Allah's book or the power of understanding which has been bestowed by Allah upon a Muslim, or what is written in this sheet of paper with me. Abu Yahya said, I asked, what is written in this sheet of paper? Ali replied, it deals with the diya, compensation, blood money, paid by the killer to the relatives of the victim, the ransom for the releasing of the captives from the hands of the enemies, and the law that no Muslim should be killed in kisses, equality and punishment for the killing of a disbeliever. Sahih al-Bukhari 112 narrated Abu Hurairah, in the year of the conquest of Mecca, the tribe of Khuzā killed a man from the tribe of Bani Layth in revenge for a killed person belonging to them. They informed the Prophet about it. So he rode his rahila, she-camel, for riding, and addressed the people saying, Allah held back the killing from Mecca. The sub-narrator is in doubt whether the Prophet said elephants or killing, as the Arabic words standing for these words have great similarity in shape, but he, Allah, let his apostle and the believers overpower the infidels of Mecca. Beware. Mecca is a sanctuary, verily. Fighting in Mecca was not permitted for anyone before me, nor will it be permitted for anyone after me. War in it was made legal for me for a few hours or so on that day. No doubt it is at this moment a sanctuary. It is not allowed to uproot its thorny shrubs, or to uproot its trees, or to pick up its lukat, fallen things, except by a person who will look for its owner, announce it publicly. And if somebody is killed, then his closest relative has the right to choose one of the two: the blood money, or retaliation having the killer killed. In the meantime a man from Yemen came and said, O Allah's Messenger, get that written for me. The Prophet ordered his companions to write that for him. Then a man from Quraysh said, accept al-adhkar, a type of grass that has good smell, O Allah's Messenger, as we use it in our houses and graves. The Prophet said, accept al-adhkar, that is, al-adhkar is allowed to be plucked. Sahih al-Bukhari 113 narrated Abu Hurairah, there is none among the companions of the Prophet who has narrated more hadiths than I, except Abdullah bin Amr bin al as who used to write them, and I never did the same. Sahih al-Bukhari 114 narrated Ubaydullah bin Abdullah ibn Abbas said, when the ailment of the Prophet became worse, he said, bring for me writing paper and I will write for you a statement after which you will not go astray. But Ammar said, the Prophet is seriously ill, and we have got Allah's book with us, and that is sufficient for us. But the companions of the Prophet differed about this, and there was a hue and cry. On that the Prophet said to them, go away and leave me alone. It is not right that you should quarrel in front of me. Ibn Abbas came out saying, it was most unfortunate, a great disaster, that Allah's Messenger was prevented from writing that statement for them because of their disagreement and noise. Note, it is apparent from this hadith that Ibn Abbas had witnessed the event and came out saying this statement. The truth is not so, for Ibn Abbas used to say this statement on narrating the hadith, and he had not witnessed the event personally. See Fath al-Bari Volume 1, p.220 footnote. See Hadith No. 228, Volume 4. Sahih al-Bukhari 115 narrated on Salama, one night Allah's Messenger got up and said, Subhanallah. How many afflictions have been descended tonight, and how many treasures have been disclosed? Go and wake the sleeping lady occupants of these dwellings, his wives, up for prayers. A well-dressed soul in this world may be naked in the hereafter. Sahih al-Bukhari 116 narrated Abdullah bin Umar, once the Prophet led us in the Isha prayer during the last days of his life, and after finishing it, the prayer, with Tislim, he said, do you realize the importance of this night? Nobody present on the surface of the earth tonight will be living after the completion of 100 years from this night. Sahih al-Bukhari 117 narrated Ibn Abbas, I stayed overnight in the house of my aunt Maymuna bint al-Harith, the wife of the Prophet, while the Prophet was there with her during her night turn. The Prophet offered the Isha prayer in the mosque, returned home, and after having prayed 4 rakat, he slept. Later on he got up at night and then asked whether the boy, or he used a similar word, had slept. Then he got up for the prayer, and I stood up by his left side, but he made me stand to his right and offered 5 rakat followed by 2 more rakat. Then he slept and I heard him snoring, and then, after a while, he left for the Fajr prayer. Sahih al-Bukhari 118 narrated Abu Hurairah. People say that I have narrated many hadiths, the Prophet's narration. Had it not been for 2 verses in the Quran, I would not have narrated a single hadith. And the verses are, verily those who conceal the clear sign and the guidance which we have sent down. Up to, most merciful. 2, 159-160. And no doubt our Muhajir, emigrant, brothers used to be busy in the market with their business, bargains, and our Ansari brothers used to be busy with their property, agriculture. But I, Abu Hurairah, used to stick to Allah's Messenger, contented with what will fill my stomach, and I used to attend that which they used not to attend, and I used to memorize that which they used not to memorize. Sahih al-Bukhari 119 narrated Abu Hurairah. I said to Allah's Messenger, I hear many narrations, hadiths, from you, but I forget them. Allah's Apostle said, spread your right garment. I did accordingly, and then he moved his hands, as if filling them with something, and emptied them in my right, and then said, take and wrap this sheet over your body. I did it, and after that I never forgot anything. Narrated Ibrahim bin al-Mundhir, Ibn Abi Fudayk narrated the same as above, hadith 119, but added that the Prophet had moved his hands as if filling them with something, and then he emptied them in the right of Abu Hurairah. Sahih al-Bukhari 120 narrated Abu Hurairah. I have memorized 2 kinds of knowledge from Allah's Messenger. I have propagated one of them to you, and if I propagated the second, then my pharynx, throat, would be cut, that is killed.